Manager, then Nasri will be a City player by the end of this month. Right start here from Hangzhou. Shen Long Yuan on the right, trying to pose problems for Armand Traoré, back from his loan spell with Juventus. Will be Wu to take the throw, Wu Xiao-kun. Awkward conditions for both sets of players. Here is Samir Nasri. Traoré. Giroud and Schillaci, the central defenders. Johan Giroud that time. Nasri. Tomasz Rosiecki coming into the move for Arsenal. Four of Sanya, Schillaci, Giroud and Traoré. Rosiecki, Frimpong, Nasri. In the midfield area, they've got Vela, Van Persie and Arshak. Followed forward by Traoré in the end. Arsenal's first ever visit to China. They will fly back home tomorrow to get ready for the next part of pre-season. Game will be against the German side Cologne 7 days from now in Germany. Nasri. The idea was good. Carlos Vela had made the run through. Young Emmanuel Frimpong in the centre of midfield. Born in Ghana, but between Ghana and England over recent years at youth level. Here, the pitter-patter of raindrops on our effects microphones. And Nasri, and the offside flag has gone up. And Van Persie attempting to get himself forward, waving the captain's armband. A particularly difficult decision. 4-0 it was to Arsenal against the Malaysia Select 11 the other night. The goals coming from Aaron Ramsey, Theo Walcott, Carlos Vela and Tomasz Rosiecki. Oh, Sanya having to get back and quickly too. Did well. Bakary Sanya back in the first game. Made quite an impression, the former Charlton youngster. Sanya said for his part he wouldn't mind having a fight on his hands. On that right back slot. Here's Armand Traoré. Leisurely pace here from Arsenal. Giroud. Rosiecki. Nasri popping up everywhere. Vela. Shavin. Getting no joy that time. Andrei Arshavin. Very bright prospect, Emmanuel Frimpong. He's only 19, suffered a knee injury on the eve of the Premier League season last time round for Arsene Wenger's Arsenal. Rosiecki. Arsenal tend to favour much lower profile pre-season tours. often to be found in Austria or in the Netherlands. But the marketing opportunities here in Asia cannot be ignored. This would never have been Arsene Wenger's first choice in terms of a destination. They have been immensely popular. That's been demonstrated over the past few days. Arsenal, like the superstars. Hangzhou trying to make inroads. Frimpong. Nasri. Rosetsky had tried to cushion the ball. No let up in terms of the rain. Hangzhou Greentown currently 8th in the Chinese Super League. They are 17 points off top spot. Actually should have been relegated in 2009. Two other teams were found guilty of match fixing. Saved Hangzhou. Two other teams being Chengdu Blades and Guangzhou FC. As we approach the 10-minute mark, we await the first goal. And Percy to lay it off to Nasri. Nice touch. Looking at the Arsenal shirts, all the names in Mandarin. Carlos Vela. No way through that time. Defence anchored by Cao Zhuan for Hangzhou Greentown. Paulo Pezzolano going to ground. Mike Vasquez hails from Uruguay. Was on the books of Mallorca in season 2009-2010 in Spain. The heavy rain here is taking away from the atmosphere a bit. It's a big bowl of a stadium with the running track separating the fans from the players. It was certainly not deliberate by the referee. Wang Song wearing the number 33 shirt. Interesting to see what they can conjure. Manone barking out the orders, Lee Yan with it. A slight suspicion. All the way back with Cao Zhuan. Tang Jiashu The number 19 shirt, versatile player, and a big hole in the Arsenal defence. Pezzolano, and trying to chip Manoni, and it's off the post. And a scare for Arsenal, but they've survived. Paulo Pezzolano. Well, he showed plenty of composure to get into that position in the first place, and just scrambled clear. And a good thing too from the Arsenal point of view. And away goes Rosicki. A couple of early chances carved out by Hangzhou Greentown. Now at the other end. Here's Wu. We are experiencing one or two audio problems. Hope they're not spoiling your enjoyment of this first half. No scoring. Hangzhou Greentown against Arsenal. Well, the challenge put in. The referee had a pretty good view. Frimpong committing himself. Free kick then to Hangzhou. Wang Song, one of the players, hovering over the free kick. And it comes, and Manoni has to react. Instinctive piece of goalkeeping, but the ball's in the back of the net, and Hangzhou Greentown have scored first. And Sebastian Vasquez was first to get there. So it bobbled around, and Vasquez, the 30-year-old from Uruguay, has given the Chinese side the advantage in this friendly. It all came from the errant challenge by Frimpong. Vastly experienced performer, Vasquez. Used to play in Israel for Beitar Jerusalem. A spell in Ukraine with Chornomorets Odessa. Arsenal have been given something to think about. There go Hangzhou again. Dropping for the box. Here's Vela. First goal conceded by Arsenal then on this tour of Asia. Arshavin. And can they get themselves back into it, Arsenal? Robin van Persie was up there beside Arshavin. This was the free kick that did the damage. Manoni unable to take it cleanly. Seems surprised by that one. And Vasquez finishing from close range. Bo, the goalkeeper, 29 years of age, has been with the club since 2007. Van Persie. Rosicki. Liu Bin with the throw for Hangzhou Greentown. Arshavin. Followed by Wang. To nobody in particular. The home fans celebrate in the form of a goal from Sebastian Vasquez. Round. Decidedly soggy evening here in eastern China. Wenger made 8 changes at half-time against the Malaysia select 11. We might see something similar here tonight as well. From the Arsenal boss, Arshavin. Towards Wang Song. Frimpong. Nasri. To poke it through. Goal kick is the outcome. First substitution of the match forthcoming. Wu Wei is at the ready. Li Yan's number held aloft. I think this will be the first of many. So Wu Wei for Li Yan. Very fond of Li Yan, long-serving player. Really understate how important this is to Hangzhou Greentown. Plus, they'll have certainly been given the rock star treatment since arriving here on Thursday. Randy Diamond was trying to charge forward that time for Hangzhou, wearing the number 41 shirt. Back with Manoni. Trying to change the course of events here. So Robin van Persie. I did enjoy the Asian Champions League experience earlier this year. Well, they finished in the end bottom of the group. Managed to beat Nagoya Grampus from Japan in their first match. 2 goals to 0. That was to be their only victory. The experience will have served them well. Rosicki taking the fall. We had Diamond and Vasquez for company. Randy Diamond, who hails from Honduras. Arshavin. Rosicki shuffling for space. Robin van Persie. Rosicki doing the prompting. A tightly packed Hangzhou Greentown defence. Nasri. Arshavin out to that right-hand side. Sanya offering support. Just over the head of Robin van Persie. Arsene Wenger patrolling the technical area now. Arsenal yet to really fire in this first half. It's been pretty comfortable for Jiang Bo so far. Arshavin trying to spin and turn. Long Wan was with him. Pezzolano. Too long, too strong. The forward-going diamond. Players got a chance to relax at the stunningly beautiful West Lake yesterday. It's a very scenic part of China, this. Nasri is making his way through. It's Arshavin. Percy was off balance. Vela, then Arshavin, and then Van Persie. Hangzhou itself is regarded by Marco Polo as one of the greatest cities in the world. Oh, it's taken a deflection here. That could have gone anywhere. A shot from Shen Longyuan. Most of the defenders backing off. Where was that little nick? Traore going into reverse. Hangzhou add to the total. Over the head of Cao. Sanya's throw. Van Persie. Arsenal players all wearing the Joe fitness levels. Used for the first time last summer in a friendly at Barnet. That's the technical staff track and record movements, measure heart rates, fatigue levels. Forbidden, of course, in the Barclays Premier League. It does make sense to take advantage of technology when you can. Arsene Wenger has always been a big believer in sports science. Giroud. Now Frimpong. A little touch to Nasri. Carlos Vela. Scored in the match against the Malaysia Select 11. More than 12 minutes to go to half-time. How could. Pezzolano. They tried to loft it through. Offside flag going up. It was Diamond who made the run. Giroud. Rosicki. Nasri comes into the move for Arsenal. Certainly haven't created a boatload of chances in this first half so far. I expect that Hangzhou fitness levels would be higher than those of Arsenal. Changpo. Pezzolano, and through they go again here. And Arsenal exposed. Plenty of covering up to do. Traore and Giroud. The chase made by Shen. Matching his run was Armand Traore. Rosicki. Nasri. Robin van Persie, Samuel Nasri. It comes to Andrei Arshavin. Wasn't the best of balls. Sanya was following up, and that's an excellent hit. Just narrowly wide. Samuel Nasri really getting hold of it. Well, it's the best we've seen from Arsenal so far. Didn't even have to control the ball. Just reacted on the volley. What a peach of a goal that would have been. Still very early in pre-season for Arsenal. Results certainly not the be-all and end-all at this stage of July. I'm sure Arsene Wenger will want to have a look at as many players as possible in the second half. Giroud. Now Carlos Vela. Nasri. So beginning to find their rhythm here. We're a bit slow in coming out of the blocks. Facing a Hangzhou Greentown team with plenty of know-how. Managed to keep Arsenal at bay so far. Changbo often in a battle for the goalkeeping position with rising star Han Feng. Rosicki. Nasri and Van Persie just couldn't quite latch onto it. Johan Giroud. Here's Emmanuel Frimpong. Now Traore. Nasri. Well, it's a close run thing in the end. An awkward little spin. Vela doing the pursuing. He was betwixt and between on the scent of an equaliser. Scalacci had made his way forward at the set piece. Goalkeeper Changbo having to rely on his defenders. Scalacci Tried to get away with it. Wu Wei, the substitute, still a bit shaken up. Came on for Li Yan earlier, Wu Wei. Hangzhou Greentown players have been up for this. Frimpong. Free kick in favour of Rosicki. Such a massive population, you do wonder at times why China haven't fared better at international level. There's tremendous enthusiasm for the game of football in this country. Disappointed again at the most recent Asian Cup. Beat Kuwait, but ultimately finished behind Uzbekistan and Qatar in the group. Who's got to the World Cup finals in 2002 under Bora Milutinovic. Their only appearance. Who are the locals supporting, is it Hangzhou Greentown, or is it in fact Arsenal? I think it might be both teams for tonight at least. Giroud is attending to Wang Song. Skilacci. Victor Manoni unable to prevent the only goal so far. Scored by Vasquez. Vella's gone down. Diamond walks away. Vella takes exception to the decision. Fair chance we'll see the likes of Wilshere, Walcott and Shamak in the second half. Just a couple of minutes remaining till we reach the interval. 1-0 to Hangzhou Greentown. Mentioned the Emirates Cup at the end of this month, which you can see here on ESPN. Also have a high-profile friendly scheduled against Benfica on the 6th of August. Vella was never really likely to get there. Arsenal's first match, of course, in the Barclays Premier League on the 13th of August will be against Newcastle United. And you'll see that live here on ESPN. It's a 5:30 kick-off. Sanya nods it back to Victor Manoni. Singing in the rain. Hangzhou Greentown supporters. Arshavin. Last few seconds of the first half now. Shabbat almost got it back. Couldn't quite bring the ball under control. Nasri. We'll have one added minute. Rosicki. Here's Robert van Persie. Arshavin. And it's opening up this time for Arsenal. Vela bundles the ball over the line. There's the equaliser. Carlos Vela. Muted celebration, as is the case in a friendly, but they're happy. The Chinese-based Arsenal supporters. And in a sense, you could see it coming. Arsenal growing stronger as the first half got older. Robin van Persie was denied by Jiangbo, but Vela doing enough. And it's 1 goal apiece here in Eastern China. Vela winning the race to the line. And with that, we have reached half-time. And the sense of feel-good in the Arsenal camp has returned thanks to that goal by Carlos Vela. He cancelled out the earlier strike for Hangzhou Greentown, courtesy of Sebastian Vasquez. At the break, it is Hangzhou Greentown 1, Arsenal 1. Both Hangzhou Greentown and Arsenal have taken the opportunity to make wholesale changes at half-time. 1 goal apiece here in Eastern China. And it's Hangzhou attacking the goal to our left in the second half. They scored first through Sebastian Vasquez. But then right on the stroke of half-time, Carlos Vela with the Arsenal riposte. As expected, the likes of Theo Walcott, Kieran Gibbs, Aaron Ramsey, all in action in the second half. Took Arsenal a bit of time by. As you can see, Jack Wilshere amongst the substitutes used by Arsene Wenger. The young Jenkinson on the right, Carl Jenkinson, previously with Charlton. Quite the impression against the Malaysia select 11. He's come on for Bakary Sagna. Keep an eye out as well for Ryo Miyaichi, the 18-year-old from Japan. Saw him play 66 minutes against the Malaysia select. Changes too for Hangzhou Greentown, beginning of the second half, and they look a bit disorganised here. Picked back by Miyaichi. Just looking for a bit of support. Wilshere. Distinctive running style of his. Offside flag has gone up against Theo Walcott. Just crying out for the ball to be played to him. It was very close, but strictly, I think he was offside. Would like to be used in more of a central role this season, Theo Walcott. Perhaps feeling that he served his time long enough on the flank. Scored 13 goals in all competitions last term. Thomas Vermaelen. Central defence now for Arsenal. It goes towards Walcott. Getting expect to see a fair bit of Fan Xiaodong on this near side. Jenkinson. Wilshere. Headed away by Cao. Showed impressive resilience in the first half. Cao Juan, 26-year-old defender for Hangzhou Greentown. Wenger really doing what he did in the last match. Radical changes to the personnel at half-time. Cao back to the goalkeeper Gu Chao. There's Jiang Bo in the first half. Here's Walcott. Jenkinson. Second bite at it. Task for Alex Song to get there. So another of the players who's come on. Wenger has also introduced Laurent Koscielny. Plenty of red. The crowd tonight. Green is on display as well. Miaichi. From a sporting family, Ryo Miaichi. His dad, a former baseball player and manager in Japan. On loan at Feyenoord last season. Still sending him there. Chase back from the Arsenal defenders, in particular for Vermaelen. Kieran Gibbs now occupying the left-back position. To be the first choice left back for Arsenal this season. Gal Clichy having departed. Theo Walcott. Song. Arsenal trying to keep the attack alive. It's Diamond. A bit ungainly at times, Diamond. Shows plenty of commitment in his game. It was Miaichi over on the far side. Will be a Hangzhou Greentown ball. Piece of news that's come through today. Danielson, Arsenal's Brazilian midfielder, apparently on his way to Sao Paulo on loan. He's actually been tweeting about it himself. He'll undergo a medical on Monday. Wilshere has the role of Arsenal's choreographer-in-chief. Walcott, doesn't he just love to run at opposing defenders? Pre-season friendly or not. It was Diamond who knocked it forward for Hangzhou Greentown. It's given away by Tang Jiashu. Wilshere, as Arsenal look to take the lead. The goalkeeper, Gu Chao, managed to get his fingertips to the ball. Not the easiest of nights for goalkeepers. Wang Quan on the ground. Wu Jingyu, previously in charge of Shanghai Shenhua. This was the move, this was the chance. Down went Gu Chao. Wang Quan having to be stretchered off. He did his job, you've got to say. Gu Chao. And good news, Wang Quan returning to the fold. Wilshere linking up with Alex Song. Again. Opportunity for Hangzhou Greentown to get men forward. Alex Song didn't appear to do an awful lot wrong that time. It is a free kick. Referee's name, by the way, it's not spelled as you might imagine. His name is Dong King. Couldn't quite make that up, could you? So Wang Song entrusted with the free kick for Hangzhou Greentown. Goal now for Arsenal. Wojciech Chesney. Same pair of hands. Came on for Vito Manone at the start of the second half. Here's Wilshere. Trying to find a hole in the Hangzhou Greentown defence. Gu Chao now in goal for Hangzhou. Wu Jingyu not afraid of half-time substitutions either. By Song, and the shot comes in this time. Down goes Gu Chao. That's another good stop. Twice in the space of 3 or 4 minutes he's been called upon. Kieran Gibbs was up there offering attacking support. Stand forwards by Koscielny. And Shamak was battling to keep it alive, and here's Theo Walcott. The angle's tight. It wasn't quite right for Miyaichi inside the box. But Walcott making his mark. Swirls of pressure now from Arsenal as we move towards the hour mark. There's Miyaichi, and then well, that moment, that save. Kieran Gibbs got his left peg to the ball. And they come again, Miyaichi, and it's Walcott. The goalkeeper didn't have to make the save that time. Didn't get as far as Gu Chao. Miyaichi. A lovely play here from Arsenal. And Shamak into the arms of Gu Chao. Now at the other end, Arsenal might have a bit of defending to do. Shamak's effort. Down as Paulo Pezzolano. Shamak trying to place it. Pezzolano used to play for Liverpool, but not the Liverpool you're thinking of. Liverpool of Montevideo. Was why Pezzolano went down. Confrontation with Chesney. Still, it's one apiece. That way since Arsenal equalised through Carlos Vela right on half-time. Shamak was waiting for a mistake to manifest itself. Wilshere, equally supported now by Ramsey in midfield. Jenkinson. In his first start for Arsenal against the Malaysia Select 11. A summer signing from Charlton. Walcott. Almost came out towards Ramsey. He has it now. Aaron Ramsey. Pezzolano trying to flick it forward towards Wang Quan. Pezzolano coming into Song finally. And Zhao Dong on this near side. And it's Fan again. It's offside. Wojciech Chesney played from the start in Kuala Lumpur. On as a substitute tonight here in China. Gibbs on the Arsenal left. The grateful clutches of Gu Chao. Finished fourth last season in China, Hangzhou, Greentown. Almost came to something. Wang Song was the architect of that last move. Vermaelen. And Arsenal showing plenty of inventive moments in the second half. Shamak and Wilshere and Walcott, and he might get a second chance. He does. Well, they're defending with great enthusiasm. Hangzhou, Greentown. Arsene Wenger disappointed, but Arsenal are not in front. They've carved out the chances at the beginning of the second half, and this was the latest one. Theo Walcott, not once but twice, had the opportunity. Changes afoot here. Now Jiang, one of the players to come on. That will be all for Randy Diamond. Randy, as they like to call him here. Won't begin to ask why. Here's Walcott. 20 minutes into the second half. Wilshere for Arsenal. Now Jenkinson. There's plenty of time. Wasn't a bad ball. Gibbs, who's been very happy to get forward whenever he can. Wilshere. Just hesitated. It was taken away by Mao Jiang, the man who's just come on. The rain hasn't abated this evening. It's been extremely warm in this part of China over the past few days. Temperature around 33, 34 degrees Celsius by day. Goes down to a comparatively cool 26, 27 Celsius by night. Chesney watches, doesn't really have to do anything. The free kick was whipped in that time by Wang Song. One man who's not with the Arsenal team is Gervinho, the Ivorian who has joined the club, working on his fitness back in England. Leo Man. Here's Mao. Mao Jiang. Wang Song with the throw for Hangzhou, Greentown. Shamak makes his run forward as he feeds it back. Here's Wilshere. Gibbs. Wilshere. Look at the space that's opened up for him here. Shamak and Walcott. Stretching save by Gu Chao in the Hangzhou Greentown goal. And still Arsenal wait for the goal that would put them ahead. Well, the header's wide, and it was a free header as well for Koscielny. Shamak giving it to Walcott, curving away. Fine stop by Gu. The Arsenal chances have been there. Certainly will have taken something extra out of the Arsenal players, this long trip to Asia. I'm sure the financial people at the club will consider it well worth it in the grand scheme of things. You do have to move with the times. They'll certainly have made plenty of new friends over the past few days. Well, no doubt plenty of Asian football fans who weren't previously Arsenal supporters wouldn't have described themselves in those terms. But now they just might. Ramsey giving it to Walcott. Walcott wants it back. Theo Walcott! It's not the first opportunity that's come his way. Theo Walcott, who didn't start the match, came on at half-time. Inside the final 20 minutes. Arsenal trying to make it 2 wins out of 2 on this short Asian tour. Jenkinson. Skrzyelny. Wilshere. Song, Wilshere going down just as that was developing. Wilshere feeds it in. Quite pick out the head of Shamak. Back again with Gu Chao. Chao just whacking it out of play. It's because this man was a bit shaken up. Liu Bin. Given back to Hangzhou Greentown. So Vasquez, the Uruguayan, score earlier on. Diamond playing from the start. Pezzolano. Foreign players. And a few Argentinians here in the past. Mauricio Sabillon. Jerry Palacios. The Brazilians, Tico and Valdo. And the Colombian, former international John Jairo Treyes. Jenkinson. The goal kick is the outcome. Actually, it's not a goal kick by the look of things. In any case, we have a substitution to report. Liu Bin going off. Yang is the man who's come on. Here is Skrzyelny. Just missing out Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey and Wilshere have such a fine understanding in midfield. Shamak with a challenge. Free kick to Hangzhou. Fan waiting for it on this near side. And Zhao Dong. Wilshere. A little bit careless. You don't say that about Jack Wilshere terribly often. Golden boy of Arsenal's future, maybe. Perhaps the golden boy of England's future. Arsenal have to concentrate to the maximum here. Gibbs. Stylish play. Song. Now Shamak. He's looking up to see what sort of support he has inside the penalty area. Miyaichi attacking the ball. Coolly back by Cao to goalkeeper Gu. Approaching the final quarter of an hour. And it remains 1 goal apiece. Sebastian Vasquez opening the scoring for Hangzhou Greentown. That goal cancelled out by Carlos Vela right on half-time. This is Gibbs. Song. Wilshere now. Another hit. Walcott was never going to get on the end of that one. It's all about peaking when you need to peak, and that's not in the middle of July. Useful exercise for Arsenal again in giving so many players a run out. Vermaelen felt that. It's not the sort of run out he was anticipating. Song. And it's just in the nick of time. Scrambled away by Cao. Gibbs to take the throw for Arsenal. Miyaichi. Once again, it's a case of a first-half team and a second-half team as far as Arsene Wenger's concerned. Miyaichi and Walcott. Quite place the header on target. Theo Walcott rising. Well, he's got plenty of time to find his sharpness. Again, it's not what really matters here, but Arsenal would be averse to returning home 2 wins from 2 games on this Tour of Asia. In the grand scheme of things, nobody really ever remembers pre-season results, do they? For more than a couple of days. Jenkinson. Shamak. Here's Walcott. Tried to angle it. Miyaichi was waiting inside the box. Gibbs had made his way up there again. There's Alex Song. Walcott. Goalkeeper's ball, spinning off Van into the arms of Gu. Koscielny's header. Jenkinson. with the throw for Hangzhou Greentown. Gibbs trying to start something. It's cut out effectively enough by Cow. Now at the other end, a handball. Pezzolano in that central dash. The Arsenal players initially thought he might be offside. Whether he was or not, it's a moot point. And Ramsey for Arsenal. Gibbs. That's an ordinary ball from Kieran Gibbs. Easily fielded by Gu Chao. He's been kept a bit busier in the second half than Zhang Bo was in the first half. Certainly mean an awful lot to the Hangzhou Greentown players to be able to say that they held Arsenal, or they beat Arsenal, better still. Most of the traffic being directed towards Gu Chao in the Hangzhou Greentown goal now. Miyaichi taking aim, and it comes again, and down goes the goalkeeper. Gu denying Shamak. Arsenal looking for the winner. Shamak foiled. The punch by Gu. Song. Jenkinson. And the diminutive Wilshere. Shamak had taken up his station inside the penalty area. It's a tidy ball forward by Wang Song. And Arsenal looking a bit undermanned back there. Here's Mao for Hangzhou Greentown. Well, the header's wide from Pezzolano. Mao unable to only play it where he wanted to. Wasn't quite right for Pezzolano. A let off for Arsenal. Perhaps overcommitted. Wang Song. They're threatening again. Pezzolano overcomes Vermaelen. Did that tidily too. Vermaelen and Koscielny playing together in central defence in the second half for Arsenal. Ramsey. Wilshere. Just over 7 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. Arsenal have, without question, had their chances in the second half. Failed to put them away. Well, what a credit must go to Gu Chao, who has been excellent as the second half keeper for Hangzhou Greentown. Jenkinson was battling it out that time. Here's Gibbs. Song showing for it. And again it's through the middle. Koscielny got a very important touch on that. Gibbs. Yu. Shamak's inside the penalty area, so to Walcott. Here's Miyaichi. Wilshere. Jenkinson again using Jack Wilshere. Little head flick from Shamak. Away by Fan Xiaodong for the home team. Pezzolano. Demonstrated that they can break quickly. Show Greentown. Down has gone Wang Song. The referee allowing play to continue. Shamak. Walcott, just over 5 minutes left. Jenkinson. Wilshere. And it's Miyaichi for Arsenal. Good take by Gu Chao again. Wu Jingyu will certainly be very proud of his defenders and happy with his reserve goalkeeper Gu Chao. He's looked the part. He's counted the number of saves he's had to make. Song. Even Steven. Hangzhou Greentown 1, Arsenal 1 with 4 minutes of normal time remaining. Vermaelen. There's Aaron Ramsey. Wilshere. Also look for a bit of late fluency. Perhaps a bit of late opportunism too. Mao is being discomfited by Jenkinson. Different sort of test for Arsenal in the next match against Cologne. As the German season starts a bit earlier than does the Barclays Premier League season. Cologne next week, and the following weekend it'll be Boca Juniors and New York Red Bulls for Arsenal in the Emirates Cup, live on ESPN. Well, what can Hangzhou Greentown throw at Arsenal in the last couple of minutes of normal time? Jenkinson with it. That was poor control by Tang Jiashu. Vermaelen. Miyaichi giving it back to Alex Song. Jenkinson. Once again, it's Kieran Gibbs on the Arsenal left. Shuffle and a shimmy from Gibbs. Song now. Approach the final minute of normal time. Shelny. Walcott. To give Fan the run around. It's one of the best balls we've seen tonight. Shamak unable to get any part of his body to it. Still time for Arsenal to snatch victory. Wilshere and Walcott as he sizes up who's available inside the box. Miyachi, one of the options. Song. Alex Song. Added time now at the end of the game. Malin was up there, taking on the role of centre forward just for a second. Anyway, pushed by Jenkinson. Pezzolano going down. Substitution here for Hangzhou Greentown. Yang Chen to take the place of Ji Yu. So will certainly feel that they ought to have won this game. They still might. Walcott. Scotland up. Kieran Gibbs steps inside. But has a go with his weaker foot. And it showed. Better all-round second-half display by Arsenal. The reinforcements at half-time helping. Walcott one of them. Jenkinson another. Got to give a lot of credit to the Hangzhou Greentown defence. The reserve goalkeeper Gu Chao. They won't forget this night in a hurry. Unaccustomed as he is to the spotlight. Arsenal will want to get on with it. Time the great enemy now. 2.5 minutes into added time. And Wilshere stands over this free kick. Gu Chao has been excellent. Can he keep Arsenal out right at the death? Wilshere with it. Anywhere will do for Hangzhou Greentown. As referee Dong King looks at his watch. Gibbs. Miyachi. Impressive burst. Arsenal don't have the wherewithal to smack it home. Song trying to win the ball back, but it's full time. And this challenge match has ended in a draw. Arsene Wenger won't be too worried about that, although Arsenal did have plenty of chances in the second half. Sebastian Vasquez giving Hangzhou Greentown the lead, but Carlos Vela with Arsenal's reply right on half-time. Handshakes all round, it's finished. Hangzhou Greentown 1, Arsenal 1. Hope you've enjoyed it. From me, Derek Ray. Until next time, bye-bye.